Today I'm reviewing the Regimen Labs Level Serum, and really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos, so if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, join my Patreon community, or click on the links below. Okay, so I've suddenly got a lot of questions about Regimen Labs. I talked about them a few weeks ago, and I talked about them another couple days ago, so I hear somebody big reviewed them or something, I don't know. There we go. Okay. So I've been testing this one out for a while now, and I've got a lot of thoughts. I'm pretty happy with this brand overall. So they don't have a ton of products, but most of their products seem to be pretty well thought out. I had pretty good luck with all of them. The exception of cleanser I wasn't a huge fan of, but this one was my favorite so far. So, okay. They say happier skin correlates with smoother skin. We use 9 active ingredients in Level to fight short-term and long-term hyperpigmentation. Below the surface, Level's actives work to reduce inflammation, improve firming, and prevent damage. So I pretty much agree with all of those. So my first criteria is packaging, and they do a pretty nice job with their simple but effective packaging. No issues at all with that. Really like it. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, there are none of those. There's also no fragrance ingredients, essential oils, and it really has no noticeable scent. The manufacturing location for this one is, I'm going to be very specific, Toronto, Canada. There we go, Toronto. Does Toronto have a baseball team? The Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays? I don't know. Whatever. I think so. Maybe they have a hockey team. I don't know. Okay. Cameraman left the room, and now I'm just on my own rambling to myself about sports, and I probably look like a fool, but I don't drool. Okay. Woohoo! Crazy. Okay, so ease of use. So they recommend applying a thin layer, about half a pump, to face and neck. Recommend using after their vitamin X or your antioxidant or vitamin C serum. They recommend using it morning and evening. Personally, I just like using this one in my evening routine. My morning routine I try and keep as short and simple as possible. However, if you have severe pigmentation issues, melasma, things like that, using something that'll brighten your skin up in your morning and evening routine is not a bad idea, because getting over melasma and pigmentation requires dedication, patience, and sunscreen. And you need to do that every single day regardless. There's a lot of people that will apply sunscreen based on the weather. Don't do that, because anytime I've tried that, it ends up being sunny 4 hours later. So just do it, especially if you have pigmentation issues, because it is so hard. And those UV rays are kind of there all the time. So anyway, okay, total random, went off. Okay, so this one's got a nice texture to it, kind of a liquidy texture. I find it absorbs pretty quickly. It layers well with other products. I didn't have any issues with that. No issues with pilling. Sometimes, depending on if you use other exfoliating products, it can sting a little bit upon application, but usually that goes away within a few seconds. So, there we go. They also say if you regularly use acids and retinols, use Level after application to maximize the effectiveness of it, because sometimes exfoliants will allow other products you apply over it to penetrate a little bit better. So, or if you get microneedling treatments and things like that, those can also help other products you use absorb a bit better. So it might not be a bad idea if you can get it done in office. I don't recommend anyone do it at home, because I've seen so many terrible photos of people that did microneedling at home and it went awry, because if you get one tiny little speck of any germ on that roller, it will penetrate your entire face and ruin it, and you'll end up being much worse off than you were before. Okay, so very easy to use. No issues at all with that. Okay, let's get to the exciting part, which is the ingredients. Okay, so we've got 5% niacinamide. Niacinamide is great. It's skin brightening. It helps with barrier repair. It's anti-acne ingredient. We've got betaine, which is a hydrating amino acid made from sugar beet. We've got 3% tranexamic acid, which is a skin brightening ingredient. It's a very promising ingredient for treating melasma. Although with tranexamic acid, it's another ingredient that you have to be very patient with, because sometimes it can take 3 to 4 months before you notice the benefits from it. So keep that in your mind. Don't get too impatient after a month if you don't notice drastic results. Give your skin a little bit of time, because most ingredients take a few months to really notice the benefits from. We've got acetylglucosamine, which is a promising wrinkle-fighting ingredient even when used in small amounts. It can also help with skin brightening, and it can also help brighten skin even better when used with niacinamide. Good combo. We've got 2% alpha-arbutin, which is an antioxidant, skin brightening ingredient. depigmenting ingredient. We've got 2% Undecylenoyl phenylalanine. I got the last part right. Phenylalanine. I know that word. Phenylalanine. Undecylenoyl phenylalanine. Okay, whatever. It's in the ingredient list. I put it. It's also known as Sepawhite MSH, which is an amino acid. It's a melanocyte stimulating hormone fighter, which is melanogenesis, which is the process that creates melanin pigments, and melanin is the dark melanin in your skin, which is what you want to fight. This ingredient fights the formation of those, and it's a great ingredient for melasma and hyperpigmentation, and even better when it's used with niacinamide. We've got 1% licorice root extract, licorice root soothing, antioxidant, skin brightening. Great for brightening and pigmentation issues. We've got licorice root salt in the salt form, which is another soothing, hydrating ingredient. We've got curcumin, which is an antioxidant soothing ingredient from turmeric. We've got Hexylresorcinol, which is a rye. This is an interesting ingredient. I bet you're starting to see it show up now. It's relatively kind of a newer ingredient. I think L'Oreal was the company I was doing a lot of research on it, but it's an interesting ingredient because it's been used by the cereal and food industry to prevent browning in fruits and other foods. And it also works for skin. So just like it prevents browning, like apples, how they go brown, and lemons, how they go lemon. Apples, how they go brown, and bananas and things like that. They use this, and it's edible, and it prevents the browning. It also works in skin. And apparently, some of the results are comparable to hydroquinone. Then we've got lipochromin 6, which is a very potent antioxidant. It's only used in very, very small amounts because of how strong it is. So when you see it towards the end of an ingredient list, it's a good thing. You don't want to see it high up because it will irritate your skin because of how strong and potent it is. So we've got a really nice list of brightening ingredients. So if you have hyperpigmentation, melasma, dark spots, pie, things like that, this has a nice formulation to treat and help benefit all of those. So some of them are more stubborn to treat than others and take more patience and dedication. But in the long run, you'll be happy if you're patient and continue using something like this. If it's not this serum, another one, just be patient and use sunscreen every single day. Okay, so in terms of animal testing, this brand is cruelty-free. They mentioned that they do tests with human subjects, and they don't sell in China, which requires animal testing, although some of that is changing a little bit. Although for brightening products, they're still, I believe, supposed to be animal tested in China. But not every product is these days, but still a fair amount of them are, so. Okay, in terms of performance, I was really happy with this one. I found this one to definitely compare to, if not do better, in some of my favorite brightening products. Topicals, Faded, Paula's Choice Discoloration Serum, the Eucerin Anti-Pigment Serum. Really found this works as good, if not better, than most of those. Very happy with this one. Very proud to review it. Works well in my routine. No issues with breakouts. The key with this one, use it in conjunction with a good vitamin C serum and a good sunscreen, and you'll be very happy in a few months if you keep doing that. And the nice thing is, for acne-prone skin, this has no ingredients that are acnegenic, so that's a winning product. I know topicals is a nice one, but it does contain some acnegenic ingredients, so if you didn't have a so good experience with that one, this one might be a good one to check out. Price, so this is a full size, which is 1 ounce, 30 milliliters, retails for about $35. Making it moderately priced, not super expensive. It's also not dirt cheap. But if you use it once a day, this bottle should last about 2 months. So it's a good amount. And if you use it twice a day, you get half the amount, which is a month. Because I can do that math, which is about $1 a day. So there we go. Then in terms of the it factor, this one just clicked all my boxes. Well packaged, fragrance free, cruelty free, effective, good ingredient list, moderately affordable. So I really like this one. Great option for those with melasma, hyperpigmentation, dark spots. Total winner. So with a 10 being a perfect score, I give this one a 10. Cue the fireworks and the music. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever. There we go. I'll wave my little baton around. So it's a winner. There we go. I'm embarrassed of myself, but okay, anyway. Those are my thoughts on this one. I'm interested in hearing from you guys. If you've tried this or anything else from Regimen Labs, what did you try and how'd you like it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much.